What happens when a beloved country music legend faces off against one of television's most outspoken hosts in a confrontation no one expected? The tension in the studio was thick enough to cut with a knife as Reba McEntire found herself in the hot seat on The View, facing questions that could push even the calmest star to the edge. This wasn't just another celebrity interview. It was a clash of beliefs, values, and strong personalities that left the audience stunned and the internet buzzing for weeks. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe and leave a comment with your thoughts about what really happened. You won't want to miss a moment of this heated exchange. The morning started like any normal episode. The hosts took their seats around the table, coffee cups in hand, expecting a light conversation with the country music star. Reba walked on set with her usual smile, waving to the cheering audience. She had been on the show before, and it had always been fun and easy. Just laughter and stories about her career and life. Joy Behar, sitting in her spot, greeted Reba warmly. The two exchanged polite words as the cameras rolled, and for a few minutes everything seemed fine. Reba spoke about her tour, new music, and funny moments from the road. The other hosts joined in with friendly questions, keeping the tone light. But anyone who knew Joy could sense there was something else coming. Her tone carried a spark that hinted at tougher questions ahead. Joy had built her career by asking the questions others avoided, and today she wasn't holding back. The talk turned to current events and politics, and Joy asked Reba's thoughts on social issues. Reba stayed calm, answering carefully, trying to keep things respectful and neutral. But Joy wasn't done. Her questions became more personal, digging into Reba's values and beliefs. Reba's smile faded slightly, her words more cautious now. She clearly didn't like where this was going, but she kept her composure like the professional she's always been. The other hosts noticed the growing tension. Whoopi Goldberg tried to redirect the topic to Reba's family or her music, but Joy pressed on. By the time the show went to commercial, the friendly mood had turned uneasy. When they came back, Joy immediately went for the moment that would define the interview. Her questions turned sharp, direct, and uncomfortably personal. "Reba," Joy began, leaning forward, "you've built a career on being this wholesome, family-friendly figure. But don't you think it's a little hypocritical when you consider the people you've chosen to associate with?" Reba raised an eyebrow but stayed calm. "I'm not sure what you mean, Joy. I try to treat everyone with respect." "Come on," Joy said, pressing harder. "You can't tell me you don't see the contradiction. You stay silent on issues that matter. Some would say that silence is complicity." The other hosts exchanged uneasy looks. Sonny Hostin tried to step in gently, but Joy waved her off. "Your fans are working-class Americans who trust you," Joy continued. "Don't you feel you owe them honesty about where you stand? Or are you more worried about protecting your brand?" Reba took a slow breath, her polite mask slipping just a little. "Joy, my job is to sing and tell stories. I bring people joy through music, not politics." "That's the problem," Joy snapped. "That's how real issues keep getting ignored. You have a voice and you're wasting it. Some might call that cowardice." The word hit hard. The audience gasped. Reba's expression hardened. "Cowardice?" she repeated quietly. "I've faced more in my career than you can imagine." "Don't question my courage." "Then prove it," Joy shot back. "Stop hiding behind your songs and take a stand." Whoopi tried to calm things down. "Ladies, let's take it easy." But Joy wasn't finished. "No, Whoopi, this needs to be said. Too many stars think they can stay neutral forever. Reba's built her career off her fans, and now when they need real voices, she's silent." Reba's voice was sharper now. "How dare you suggest I've built my career on anyone's back? I've earned every bit of my success, and I don't need to make political speeches to prove my worth." Joy laughed harshly. "Come on, Reba. When's the last time you made a song that actually said something new? You've been playing it safe for years." The room went silent. Everyone knew Joy had crossed a line. Reba stood up slowly, eyes locked on her. "I've spent 40 years making music that touches lives. I don't need validation from someone who confuses being loud with being relevant." Joy tried to respond, but Reba raised her hand to stop her. "You talk about responsibility? Start with how you treat your guests instead of ambushing them for ratings." The audience sat frozen. Joy's face turned red as she stood too. "You think this is about ratings? It's about accountability." You've spent your life avoiding risk. That's enough, Reba said firmly. You don't know me. You sit here throwing stones while others actually create something meaningful. What have you made, Joy? Besides division and negativity? Joy slammed her hand on the table. I've made real conversations, not songs about cowboys and breakups. The world has bigger problems. My songs have helped people through loss and pain, Reba fired back. That's not nothing, Joy, that's everything. Oh, please, Joy sneered. Your silence on injustice is disgusting. Reba's hands trembled slightly, her voice now calm but powerful. What's disgusting is believing cruelty equals honesty. What's disgusting is tearing people down and calling it truth. I won't be part of it. So you're walking away? Joy yelled. Running from responsibility again? I'm not running from a challenge, Reba said, grabbing her purse. I'm walking away from a bully. Whoopi tried one last time to cool things off, but Joy refused. No, this is what America needs to see. Celebrities being called out. Reba turned back, eyes blazing. Then take responsibility for your own actions, Joy, for turning a simple conversation into a personal attack, for making this show unbearable with your constant anger. Self-righteous? Joy scoffed. That's rich from someone who thinks she's above having opinions. I'm not above opinions, Reba replied. But I don't owe you mine. And here's one for you. I think you're a bitter person who hurts others to feel strong. The crowd gasped. Some cheered. Joy was speechless. How dare you? She stammered. I know enough, Reba said, walking toward the exit. Truly confident people don't need to insult others to feel important. You can't just leave. We're live! Joy shouted. Reba paused and looked back. Watch me! She started walking, heels echoing across the floor. Joy called after her, Run back to your bubble. Country music's irrelevant anyway. Reba stopped. The room went still. Slowly she turned, her face unreadable. Irrelevant? She said softly. Let's talk about irrelevant. You, Joy, attacking others to stay noticed. You call that meaningful? Joy opened her mouth, but Reba continued. I stay out of politics because I respect my audience. I trust them to think for themselves. Unlike you, I don't believe being loud makes you right. The audience was glued to every word, phones out recording. You've turned this show into your personal platform for hate, Reba went on. People tune in for kindness and honesty, not to be lectured. Whoopi tried again. Reba, Joy, let's stop here. No, Reba said firmly. She wanted a reaction. Now she has it. I hope it was worth it. Joy stood frozen, clearly unprepared for Reba's strength. You think being mean makes you powerful? Reba said, taking one last step toward her. But being cruel isn't the same as being important. The studio was silent. I came here in good faith, Reba continued. You turned it into an attack. But I'm not your victim or your punching bag. Courage is walking away from what isn't worth your time. She turned to leave again, but Joy, unable to stop herself, called out, Don't let the door hit you on the way out, sweetheart. The audience booed. Even crew members looked shocked. Reba stopped, hand on the door, and said without turning around, Honey, the only thing getting hit will be your ratings when people see how you treat your guests. Then she walked out, leaving behind one of the most unforgettable moments in daytime TV. The stunned hosts sat speechless as the show cut to commercial. Within hours, the internet exploded with clips of the exchange. Viewers overwhelmingly sided with Reba, praising her grace and strength. Joy's attempt to challenge her had backfired completely, reminding everyone why Reba McEntire remains one of the most respected and admired figures in entertainment after 4 decades. What do you think? Did Reba handle this right, or should she have stayed? Leave your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories from the world of entertainment.